Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 12. Guys, remember my last intro? I spent a lot of time saying that I had some issues with the ones who are broadcasting this show. The fact that I don't understand how they are communicating with this half of the season. The fact that I had the impression that they are promoting it like all of the other regular seasons and they are not pushing enough with the fact that this is the end of this show, you know, which lasted for 11 seasons. I still think that, you know, but I said that the real proof of the fact that they don't care about this half of the season of this show anymore, it was the fact that since 2 weeks, 3 weeks, since the beginning, in fact, of the second half of the season, they are putting these episodes really late on their platform and it's really not respectful for the fans who are paying to have them in advance. And today, they released the episode on time. Like, what happened, guys? Finally, your platform is functioning. Finally, you're thinking about your show. That's new. That's great. That's really great. And I told you also that, like usually, they were taking all of the tips and all of the credits of my videos, that it was gonna function like it functioned for the 2 last seasons that I reacted to. For The Walking Dead and for Fear the Walking Dead, they are taking really everything, which is weird and which is bad because of the fact that they are promoting their shows, these 2 shows, with sometimes our videos, you know, with part of our videos, with resume of the best reactions and stuff like that. They released the videos, you know, that's it. Like for the 2 last episodes, they released that something is changing, something is moving. Finally, they are like, oh, maybe we didn't care about this show enough, maybe we're gonna come back to it. I'm not saying that it's because of my video, not at all. Like really, they don't know my existence. Let's be clear with that. They don't know that I exist, so not at all. But I think that I was not the only one maybe saying stuff like that, and I think that they just understood it by themselves because really, last week people were really mad on Twitter about that thing, about this platform not functioning at all since weeks now, and the fact that it was really disrespectful for the fans. So that's great. I'm just saying that, you know, I'm just telling you what is happening around the show and not in the show to give you some updates about that, because I'm saying, you know, when stuff are not functioning like last time, but I'm saying also when stuff are functioning like right now. That's it, the platform is functioning, that's it. They released all of the claims on the videos. It's functioning well, and it's even better because of the fact that this second half of the season so far is really great. And I said it, the last episode was really good in my opinion, because of the story, you know, because we discovered stuff about the fake Stephanie, the real Stephanie, and that was interesting because we were with Eugene and it has been a long time that we were not with him, because we discovered stuff like that, but also because of how it was done, all of that investigation, you know, that mood, I talked about it, the fact that they printed a mood like into the old movies and shows, you know, police movies and shows, and that was really well done with how it was written, the ideas, you know, behind that, but also with how it was filmed. I said it, I think that since the beginning of the second half of the season, and maybe in fact since the beginning of this season, this is the best episode for how it was filmed. I'm not saying that for what it was, you know, the actions during it was the most interesting. We had a lot of big important episodes before that. I think that for this second half of the season, for example, the one with Maggie and Negan, you know, leaving all of that that was the most interesting for the story, for the characters, for the decisions which were taken during this episode. But for how it was filmed, the last episode was the most interesting, was the best, because really each scenes, each moment, you know, the camera, how it was filmed, the photo, how it was done, we had a real intention behind that, we had a real ideas, you know, thoughts behind that, and it was really great. Really, if you are taking all of the scenes and if you are just blocking on it, you can see that they put the camera at this place or this place for a reason, for an intention behind that. They are not just following the characters like they are used to do, which is great, which is already good. They are good at putting a lot of good scenes in place, you know, with the lights, with the music's also playing with that. They are good at it. But really, the camera, the photo, how it's filmed, they are not thinking about it each time, and right there during the last episode they really thought about it a lot, and I felt it and I really loved it. As you can see with my passion, you know, talking about it, I really appreciated it because it's giving something else to the show, it's giving another quality also to the show, so it's good. Really, for this last season, I appreciate some stuff like that, like right there, paying attention to the camera, to how to film it, printing a mood on it, it was great. But also before that, the fact that they are talking about subjects, you know, society subjects like money, the old system, can you accept it or not, like all of these subjects around the CommonWealth, but that they are exploring, in fact, since the beginning of the season, since the time that Daryl discovered that painting, you know, remember, on the wall, and also that thing. That's great, I really appreciate it. So that's why, you know, I was annoyed, and I'm still annoyed, in fact, about how they are promoting that last season, because I have the impression that the show in itself, it's really, really great. For the last season, the writers, they put a lot of stuff into it, and they are making something which is really, you know, really great, and a good homage also to this show, to this universe, to these characters, to what this show is about. And I have the impression that they are not promoting it enough to go with that quality, and to go also with that show, the fact that this show, we are following it since 11 seasons. That's a lot, 11 seasons. So I want more about it. I'm glad that the platform is functioning. I'm glad that they released all of the videos that the creators made about it, because I think that if they released mine, they released also the other ones. So I'm glad about it. Now I want the promotion really to go with that. Maybe it's the case, you know, in USA, maybe they are promoting it right, but from our place, you know, all around the world, we have Twitter, we have other stuff like that to see how they are promoting it. Nothing. And you know, in France we have a platform which is broadcasting each new episode each time, like plus 1 day. No promotion around it on this platform, on this channel. Really, they are not promoting it. The fact that they are broadcasting the last season of The Walking Dead, nothing. And I think that it's going also with the orders that AMC is giving to them. You know, they can't promote something without the trailers that AMC can give to them. So that's why I can feel that there is a lack of promotion around that final season. Please do more really, because your show deserves it. This season deserves it, and also the fans, they deserve that. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Let's go for this episode. I hope that it's gonna be as great as the last one was. I think that we're not gonna be into the same mood, you know, that police movie investigation stuff. That's okay, but I hope that we're gonna have new stuff, you know, like that, new interesting stuff. We'll see. I'm excited by it. You know, for some episodes, maybe during the last seasons, I was not that excited beginning a new episode, and right there I'm really excited to discover each new episode, because this is the last season, because it's a really good season, because I want to know what they prepared each time, and that's so great. You know, that feeling is so great. Let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, on which you can have the episodes earlier, one day earlier, when the platform is functioning, they have this video one day earlier, and with an extended or a full reaction part. I can't tell in advance which, you know, thing I'm gonna do. It depends on the episode itself. Is it gonna be a big one or not? Am I gonna react a lot or not? Stuff like that. But I put that on the description. If you can be interested to support me, to thank me for these videos and stuff like that, to support my channel, you have my Patreon. Let's go for this episode.
It wasn't trash. It just needed some love.
So you did it on your own? It was not planned or...
Eugene, my people are uber cautious. And if we're close. I never thought about leaving this place before. Never let myself believe it was possible. But then my brother got involved.
How did you discover it?
Oh yeah? Investigated the last communications mission. Apparently someone on an unauthorized radio station has been talking to a rogue community. Warnings all over it.
Like...
Tell me it wasn't you. It's dangerous. If everyone at the CommonWealth was especially for me and you.
You covered her, no?
You better pray Marjorie doesn't realize that was your voice.
I knew I'd crossed a line. And then you turn up with some other girl calling herself Stephanie.
They were listening to you?
My words. My voice.
It wouldn't happen to be rock and roll there, would it?
You were not talking to him for him to not recognize your voice?
You seem so happy.
Because he thought that he was with you.
Then Norman's came to see Pamela, and he was buzzing about you and Alexandria. I never...
What's he playing?
I don't...
Can you help now?
He's ambitious.
He was too excited for that to be just about the rebuild.
You were Stephen.
No. I'm Max. There is no Stephanie.
But it was really her.
It's my mother's.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's a catfish, you know, situation. It's her voice, it's her. And you thought that she looked like that, but in fact no. Really a catfish situation. Ah! We're gonna go in Alexandria, finally?
I'm convinced we need to stretch our resources like this. Grow your empire further than your power, and it's time to lose your empire.
I don't think it's quite that dramatic.
There's enough to do at home without having to worry about a couple of small communities in another state.
Give it a chance, man.
You want to...
I really think you might be surprised. Hey, cover that window.
You want to say that everything is okay?
Care for the grand tour?
I would expect nothing less.
Alexandria was a self-sustaining ecological community. We have water, solar panels.
You wanted to lead us here?
Mm-hmm.
No, what'd you do before all this? Didn't matter.
Why are you so interested, Mercer? You want a democracy? No?
Looks just how I remember.
Huh? You knew her?
Knew her?
Used to cross paths quite a bit in philanthropy circles back in the day.
She brought us in. We'd never met anybody like that before.
Mm-hmm.
You admire her.
And she built all this for us. Something to fight for.
It's felt more than one.
Yes.
We've got 3.
And they always rebuilt it.
Stay here, man.
Where did you lose, Dan?
She was good.
I think I've seen enough here.
You're not convinced by the place, no?
What is it, you know? Jerry?
By the security of the place.
Nothing but water, nothing else. No food, no solids. Each one an empty stomach.
You're gonna have your surgery?
So,
I was told this is bring out blood work. Make sure he's stable enough for the surgery.
surgery. To take out this tumor. I thought I was still on this. Well, now you're after talking about this.
thanks to Carol.
Lucky. That was Bill.
Hey, Dom.
Well, however everything lost, I'm thrilled. Got to take good care of it. So freaking awesome!
It is! You want to know how?
How did this happen? Oh, come on, boss, this is good news. I think you deserve a little luck.
You do! No. I'm not a person, you know.
You're blessed to have such a girlfriend. We know.
Now you're visiting the girls. Yes, Oceanside.
We spoke to Maggie, leader of Hilltop. She told us she's not part of it at all.
We offered Hilltop the same agreement
But Hilltop and Maggie have always been there for us. We renewed our mutual protection pact, and I'm gonna honor it.
Okay. Oof.
What was the point of bringing you along?
You're not gonna...
Intel in advance of shit blowing up in our faces.
Stop acting like Alexandria is a war unit that does something.
Right now, you and I have the same thing. You and I are in the same sinking boat.
Pamela, she saw that you have security issues in Alexandria, that Oceanside is obeying to Maggie, is going with Maggie.
So if Maggie says no, and Oceanside walks. Alexandria is cut off.
Oh. Aaron is gonna try to convince Maggie. Who? Why are we not seeing the face of the people fighting right there to clean the road? It's on purpose! Ah! Maggie! You're gonna discover Maggie like that? You're gonna meet for the first time Maggie like that? She's a leader and she's a warrior.
You must be Maggie.
Hello?
It's good to see you guys.
Maggie.
Alexandria and the ones who went.
Oh, whatever. 50,000 people living there. At least 49 seem like decent enough folks. You sure you don't want to come with us? You don't have to do this alone.
We have some extra rifles with us. So while they're handling that, Governor Milton proposed that we all go hunting. If you're up for that.
That's not a good idea. You're gonna say that hunting deaths, like it's something to entertain you? Maggie, she's not gonna love that.
So many communities, and I still can't figure out what makes some lucky. Able to fight off the world while others can't. I don't believe in luck. Cards on the table, Maggie. I didn't want to come on this tour.
Uh-huh.
You know what I think about at 3 a.m.? Who can we trust? How do we stay safe? Your communities are small by our standards.
It's the same for her.
The right allies make us stronger. This world belongs to us, not the dead. 15 million little city-states fighting each other for power and resources is never going to be able to provide that kind of stability.
You're right. You can be a good ally. I mean, the CommonWealth can be a good ally. But working with the old system, the world changed.
Tony said I was scheduled for surgery. They brought me up in the line.
It's great.
You know that she's not surprised.
What did you do? My debt was wiped out.
Hornsby owed me a favor.
No.
It's cheating.
Oh, they're all cheating. This is the old system, you know.
Those lines are a lie.
Mm.
You think Pamela Milton would think twice before doing the same thing for her shitty son? You're supposed to just die because the system is broken. Lesser men have been given more and done nothing with it. You are not a lesser man.
It's not for you to judge that, Carol. I'm sorry.
Liberties haven't gone anywhere. You're the leader at Hilltop. You make the decisions. You consider yourself an autocrat? Communities that we built are fair. CommonWealth is fair. Anyway, you drive a nicer car and live in a nicer house than everybody else. Peter has to give her people something to look up to, man. Well, I want people to look up to what I've done.
That's interesting conversations, you know, about what a good system is. The old one, the new one. She's good.